All right, in this video, we're just going to focus on the problem solving questions, so 7 to 10. So in algebra, basically, we can apply everything to some sort of context, so a worded type problem. So the worded problems do get a bit tricky, so we'll do these ones together, or you can watch whatever you like and then have a go at doing them on your own, or pause, or whatever you feel is necessary. Okay, so question 7. Nicholas buys 10 lolly bags from a supermarket. If there are 7 lollies in each bag, how many lollies does he buy in total? That's pretty simple, isn't it? So he has 7 lolly bags. Sorry, he has 10 lolly bags and 7 lollies in each bag. Okay, so in total he has 70 lollies. It's a lot of lollies, isn't it? Okay, if there are n lollies in each bag, how many lollies does he buy in total? Okay, so this time we haven't been told how many lollies he is buying. So we know he's got 10 bags, but we don't know how many lollies are in each bag. So basically we're representing it as an algebraic expression. Okay, so 10n. And whatever the number of lollies are, so that's your answer. But let's just say there were 5 lollies in each bag. We say, all right, that means n equals 5, and then we do 10 times 5 equals 50. Okay. All right, question 8. Michaela is paid X dollars per hour at her job. Write an expression for each of the following amounts. How much does Michaela earn if she works 8 hours? But we don't know how much she gets paid. Okay, so she's going to be paid 8x. So if she gets paid $10 an hour, we say, all right, x equals 10. That means she gets paid $80 because she's worked 8 hours. But let's say she works on a Sunday when you always get paid more. So she gets double pay. So 8 times 20 is $160. Okay, so that's how algebra is used. You just substitute in a value. Okay, so let's look at question 8b. If Michaela gets a pay rise of $3 per hour, what is her new hourly wage? So before she was getting X dollars, which we don't know what it was, and now it's $3 more. Okay, so for question B is X plus 3. So question C, if Michaela works for 8 hours at the increased hourly rate, how much does she earn? So this is how much she's getting paid, and we multiply that by 8. So her total amount she's getting paid is 8 times X plus 3, whatever that hourly rate is. All right, let's have a look now at question 9. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, and I'll put 10 up at the same time. Okay, recall that there are 100 centimetres in 1 metre and 1,000 metres in a kilometre. Write an expression for each of the following. So how many metres are there in X kilometres? So X kilometres. So we know in 1 kilometre there are 1,000 metres, but we don't know how many kilometres we have. So we're just going to be substituting in here. So let's say from my house to Colester, it's about 15 kilometres. So I say, all right, let's let X equal 15. So to work out what that will be in metres, I do 1,000 times 15. So that means to get to work, I travel 15,000 metres. All right, moving on to question B. How many centimetres are there in X metres? So there's 100 centimetres in a metre, so it's going to be 100x. How many centimetres are there in X kilometres? Okay, so we've got 100 centimetres per metre and 1,000 metres in a kilometre. So it's 100 times 1,000. So just count your zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just to make it easier to read, it's 100,000 x. Usually we wouldn't measure kilometres in centimetres or distances that far in centimetres. All right, let's move on to question 10. A group of people go out to a restaurant and the total amount they must pay is $8. They decide to split the bill equally. Write expressions to answer the following questions. If there are 4 people in the group, how much do they pay? So the amount of the bill is divided by 4. B, if there are n people in the group, how much do they each pay? So A divided by n. Okay, so we don't know how much it is and we don't know how many people are in the group. C, if one of the n people has a voucher that reduces the bill by $20, how much does each person pay now? So the bill is reduced by $20 and then that's divided by the number of people. Now do get into the habit of putting brackets around that, because if you put that into your calculator, it's not going to do it right. So you need to put brackets around there. Okay, so I'm not going to do question 11. So make sure you can understand 7, 8, 9, and 10, but do still ask for help if you have any trouble. Okay, bye-bye.